All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again. We're back with some more Jeff Wayne. So we're going to continue the album. Yes, we're going to start with the opening song of the album. I was watching you guys in the comments. You're right. Let's do that. So it's the eve of the war. So just the audio here to see what's up. So guys, let's not waste time. Let's hop right in.
No one would have believed in the last years of the 19th century that human affairs were being watched from the timeless worlds of space. No one could have dreamed we were being scrutinized as someone with a microscope studies creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water. Few men even considered the possibility of life on other planets. And yet, across the gulf of space, minds immeasurably superior to ours regarded this Earth with envious eyes. And slowly and surely, they drew their plans against us.
The wait has started, though. Oh! I didn't see that coming. This is... wasn't expecting this. This is groovy. You guys were serious about your music. Am I allowed to do this? What a song. That bass though. Yo, this part is like straight 80s. This is 70s, I know. aliens.
At midnight on the 12th of August, a huge mass of luminous gas erupted from Mars and sped towards Earth. Across 200 million miles of void, invisibly hurtling towards us, came the first of the missiles that were to bring so much calamity to Earth. As I watched, there was another jet of gas. It was another missile, starting on its way.
What a story so far. Yo. Ladies and gentlemen, I am really impressed about all of this. This is quite a song for a opening song. And of course, if you're wondering again, I'm Gen Z, so the things that I are probably gonna say maybe gonna not be to your standards. I know. I was thinking to myself while I listened to this. Those of you, lived like your teens or maybe even like higher in the 70s, you have something that a lot of people don't. I can sit here and listen to stuff like this here, but you guys will get a feeling that I will never feel. The most I can do is just, sit here and try to break things down, try to understand, my Gen Z mindset, try to get it. Oh, what the hell is that? No. Or were we? Yes, try to get is my Gen Z mindset that this is where it started. Well, if we have to say started, we have to say like 60s and stuff like this. But generally, you guys know what I mean. The golden age of music is the 70s. We've gone through this already. But really and truly, this is something for certain musicians. Like, how do I say this, guys? Not everyone can sit here and appreciate something like this. I think you have to be a certain individual, and I am this person, and thankfully you guys forced me to. The reaction thing, I was not very good at this until later, but now I understand. I gotta sit down and listen and shut up. And that's what I did. So this is really cool. For a first track, I have to say bravo to everybody. Bravo. But let's continue.
Spurting out from Mars, bright green, drawing a green mist behind it, a beautiful but somehow disturbing sight. Ogilvy, the astronomer, assured me we were in no danger. He was convinced there could be no living thing on that remote, forbidding planet.
The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, he said. Chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1. But
the orchestra.
Still they come.
Then came the night the first missile approached Earth. It was thought to be an ordinary falling star, but next day there was a huge crater in the middle of the common, and Ogilvy came to examine what lay there. A cylinder, 30 yards across, glowing hot, and with faint sounds of movement coming from within. Suddenly the top began moving, rotating, unscrewing, and Ogilvy feared there was a man inside trying to escape. He rushed to the cylinder, but the intense heat stopped him before he could burn himself on the metal.
The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, he said. The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, but still they come. Yes, the chances of anything coming from Mars
that fools me.
are 1,000,000 to 1, he said. The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, but still they come.
Aliens.
It seems totally incredible to me now that everyone spent that evening as though it were just like any other. From the railway station came the sound of shunting trains, ringing and rumbling, softened almost into melody by the distance. It all seemed so safe and tranquil.
My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, what a song for the starting of an album. This is truly done by people who really love music. Again, guys, in today's day, people will not do this. People will not like doing something like this for a first song. You know, everything is about money, right? Of course, I think I don't have to press on it, but the mindsets of individuals like this is too long. You know, you can probably break it up into 5 songs. I'm just saying. Again, I know what I'm saying will piss off some people, but it's true. This is how a lot of people will look at it, and not just the younger ones, a lot of the older ones too. You know, the I would say the money hungry ones. Yeah, it's you know. But wow, that was an experience. This is the 70s music generally is not for just anybody. I feel like to really grasp the best music, I feel like, you know, you have to dive into the 70s as well. Of course, you got to mention, of course, the 60s. I know some people, you know, will say, "Hey, so what about the 60s?" Yes, but again, the golden age of rock music. It really is 70s raw music. No, you know, gimmicks. No, you know, trying to force you to like something. They just give you what it is and what it's for, and to make you understand that, and that's beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for watching here today. This was a pleasant, and let me say, a joy to listen to. This is the ambient noises. This is one thing I see a lot of in a lot of 70s rock. They really like to put this in it, and it's something that, yeah, me growing up listening to, like, you know, grunge music and stuff or heavy metal, I'm not accustomed to. Well, now I am accustomed to, just like it wasn't something I was actively hearing, like putting, like, again, the orchestra in a rock band. When I first like heard something like, I think it was one of the 70s songs, I was like, what is this? They put an orchestra, like, that's to show you how serious you guys were in music and so open, you know, to, you guys know it would sound so good that you just put it in. You know, it takes someone with a certain mindset to be, you know, to be able to do something like this or execute something like this. But ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave the rest to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you can, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.